Okay, let's try this again.
It's back?
Yeah. You throw this away for me, please? Oh. Do you actually use these? Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't hurt your gums. You get it like through your teeth?
Yeah. I have to because I have a permanent return on the belt.
You do?
Yeah, behind my teeth.
Alright guys, we're back. We're gonna give you guys some time for the rest of the people to make it over here. I don't know if we were talking to ourselves or...
We might have been talking to ourselves for a while.
This does actually go through.
I don't know why you doubting my...
Is this rude that I'm like flossing my teeth on live?
It is a little strange. Like, why would you do that? How would you feel if you was watching your favorite show and somebody was flossing their?
Okay, I'm gonna get off the camera. Yes, we have 18 hours till the meet. Less than 24 hours. That last day before a track meet is like so stressful. Like,
Anybody anything?
yeah, you guys will be asleep while we're racing. No, you'll just be waking up because I run at like 7.
Who waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday?
Oh yeah, you right. You right. Nobody's getting up that early on a Saturday. Sorry. You're right.
They knocked up.
No, it's not.
What?
Somebody asked, is it stressful because Shanae is there? My day is going great. Thank you.
What's good with them and these umbrellas they bring with them? I don't really like the energy some of these individuals.
The umbrellas.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna tell you when we get off this, but I saw something earlier that I was like, ooh, they being messy.
On there? Damn. What's good with your people?
I am so sorry. Hello from Windermere, Florida.
You want some,
Welcome back. We are back. All right, there's a few people in here, so let's what was the last topic? I don't take creatine. Do you take creatine?
No. Hell no.
I don't take creatine. I got my hair braided in New York. I have taken creatine before, but I don't only because I feel like if I look at weights, I put on muscle mass. Like I get, what are those?
Apple. Pedialyte.
No, I'm good. Somebody said, I thought the government shut y'all down. It probably was the government. I told y'all we wasn't supposed to be on here. But no, creatine is something that I'm like cool off of because I feel like if I look at weights, I get bulky. So it really doesn't take much for me to put on muscle mass. So
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? I put on muscle real fast.
yo, scrawny self, you couldn't put on muscle if you tried
He's a
to.
hater.
Yes, YouTube is banned in China. That's why I said we're pulling some strings to make this happen. I go to weight room 3 days a week, and we usually do like full body stuff. But you should check out my workout Wednesdays, and you'll see some of my workouts on there. How often you went to the gym today? I think most field eventers lift the day before they compete. Do you always lift before you jump?
Mm-hmm. I lift 4 times a week. 4 days a week.
I don't have tattoos. Do you have tattoos? Yes.
Yeah, I'm tatted up, man. I got tattoos everywhere. Not everywhere, but I have like 12, I think, 10 tattoos.
You have that many tattoos?
Yeah.
Never noticed.
What kind of friend are you, man?
I mean, I'm not really looking at you like that, so...
I compete in a tank top.
That's true. But you're usually competing when I'm, like, on the track.
It's 5'10", short for a high jumper. Is that short? How old is the high jumper, male or female?
Why don't I have any tattoos? I don't know. When I was younger, I used to want them, and then I got to a certain age and I didn't have any, and I just felt like now I feel like the unique one because I don't have any tattoos. So yeah, now I feel like the cool one since I don't have tattoos. So no tattoos for Natasha. Yeah, what were we talking about before I had to start it over? Did you guys hear when we were talking about women who men who say they don't like women who wear makeup and weave, but they date women who wear makeup and weave? My phone is popping. What does he say?
He said, one person said, what locations do you think they should add to the diamond in? Los Angeles.
Los Angeles would be dope.
Or Texas, like Texas.
Dallas.
Nah,
Texas. We could get out of Texas.
Oh, these are like, somebody already asked that.
Yeah.
I guess you can revisit what is the hardest workout you guys do.
I don't count calories, do you?
No, you go crazy.
Yeah. We have to consume a lot of calories, so I don't really, I just try to watch what I'm eating and try to eat like healthy. Don't start.
You see me not trying to put the thing on.
Oh, I thought you were judging. But yeah, I don't count calories.
Y'all went blank count calories either.
Oh, he said we went blank as soon as we started talking about that.
Oh man, we still blank?
No, we're good now.
Oh, somebody asked about workouts. I think difficulty of training is dependent on the individual. Like, what's hard for me may not be hard for her. Right. What's hard for her is hard for me, probably. So it just depends.
They want you to make a YouTube channel, E?
Nah, man. It's not my style. I just make guest appearances. It's not my style. I'm more soft-spoken, man. I don't really do. I do interpersonal relationships, but I ain't really with them.
I feel like I do better with someone, like, having a conversation.
You know it's not my style. Like, much love, Switzerland. I appreciate the chocolate over there. The literal chocolate. Why you gotta go like there? Why you gotta think like that? Very bad connection again.
Oh. It seems to still be coming.
Hey, Erik, you need to be more entertained like the Chinese jumper. He yells and acts like a monkey when he jumps. Nah, that's not my style. I'm not an actor. I exemplify my passion in a different way. If you want to watch somebody act like a high jumper, you might want to go see a track and field movie because I can't do it. I just do what my heart is compelled to do when I compete, and I exemplify my passion how I do. It's not rehearsed or anything. So I don't really have no dance moves or nothing like that.
Hey, Japan in the building. Uh-oh, why you retract your message?
Come on. Ashley,
like, some of y'all questions. Right, what's up? Come on.
It's good with y'all over there.
I forgot where we were gonna go with that. Let's talk about the chapter that you were reading in your book about putting your purpose, because I got a couple of messages on that. Put in your purpose before your relationship.
Right. Well, the book is written primarily from a male's perspective. I needed to come to Turks and Caicos, like, for real. Like,
I heard the shopping is really good down there.
The shopping, it's beautiful out there.
Erik and I have been friends since 2013? 12?
12. Can't become a professional at age 30. No, 13.
13, right?
Hold on, we gotta keep up. Excuse me. My favorite movie is the Godfather trilogy. Or the Godfather.
Harry Potter.
I ain't even gonna entertain me, Trinidad, I've been there before. Port of Spain?
Port of Spain, yeah. When did you go there? You went for a meet?
Juniors, Pan Am Juniors in 2009.
Oh, okay.
You know, you old, you wouldn't know nothing about that. Can one become a professional? Hey, can one become a professional sprinter at age 30? Man, I don't know.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough for me being in the game, and I've been in it for 20 years. But, you know, I never say, if you believe in yourself, hey. There was a question that we skipped.
What time is this, Mom?
We do keep getting sidetracked because Eric wants to go back and look at all the questions.
I'm trying to figure out where.
I was just about to leave for my workout and I see constant. Eric is a high jumper. Eric is a 2012 Olympic silver medalist.
Yeah, and I'm like.
In the high jump.
I don't remember.
What?
A bunch of other stuff that I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the question because we just got called out for being sidetracked. There was a question up here that I thought, how long have we been friends? Oh, no. We were talking about your book.
Oh, the book. Okay, right.
Who is the book by? What is the book about?
My PR is 237. David.
Where is it? I'll grab it for you. Is it this?
Theater or something like that, I think. He can't get no free pub off me either, but the book is by, David Theater. And it's written from, a man's perspective. So in regards to putting your purpose before a relationship, I think that, forget. The book is called The Way of the Superior Man.
I need you to explain that a little bit more for me.
Putting your purpose before your relationship? I think essentially he's saying that you can't do both. Like, you cannot be fully, present in trying to pursue two things at once. Mm-hmm. You cannot. So if you're going to be successful in one thing, one it's going to require your focus. Some things require greater focus than others, and a greater work ethic and effort than others. But all things require focus, work ethic, and and effort essentially. So what he's saying is that something will suffer. Now, if you're a very motivated and purpose-driven individual and a very progressive individual, and you're trying to be present in a relationship, it is better for you to focus on what your purpose is than to give half of yourself to a relationship, essentially. So, it's kind of like being present fully in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where, I think he uses examples, like getting on the phone with your girlfriend or wife, or, being present at a birthday party when you don't really want to go. If you don't if you're not forthcoming about, your emotions and how you feeling about that, then you're going to resent the event, and you're going to resent your wife or your spouse for, kind of dragging you along, and therefore nobody's going to enjoy themselves. So it's better to just be fully focused on what it is that you want to focus on, and kind of, remove yourself from any uncomfortable situation. Like, you kind of have to have, a sense of self-preservation.
Yeah.
And just choose you first in a sense, but that's also difficult to do because I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's not 50-50 and it requires a whole you and a whole...
Well, I feel like that's something that people get twisted all the time. Like, relationships are 50-50. They're never 50-50. Like, and it's never... You got bunnies. Relationships to me are never 50-50. Sometimes... And it's not always like one-sided, where it's not always one person doing everything. Right. Like, it flip-flops. But I do find that topic is very interesting because when I think back on, and we've talked about tons of relationship stuff. I'm not going to put your business out, whatever you feel like putting out. I'll let you talk. But I feel like in listening to that, that's a big reason why I'm still single. Because it's hard, especially for a woman, a man wants his girl to put him first, and you know, and being an athlete, and like especially last year when I was like actively dating, but it was like, yo, it's an Olympic year. I'm not really here for, you know, and it sounds insensitive if you have something going on, and it's like, I can't really be there for that right now. I have to focus on this thing. Or there's an event that you want me to do, but I can't really do that. So it's interesting to hear that, like I hear all the time people say, you can have it all. But what I'm finding is you can have it all, but it's just in seasons. So you won't have it all in one season. You get what I'm saying?
So, I understand where you're going. And the thing is that focus has to be singular. Mm-hmm. It has to be singular. You have to have like a singular focus, because the worst thing you can do in life and the worst thing you can do in a relationship is to allow yourself to be busy and not effective. You know, that's the worst thing that you can do. So a lot of times, you know, women and men, you know, in a relationship get on the phone and not talking about anything. There's no conversing taking place. It's just
which I'm cool on that. Like if we ain't got nothing to talk about, like bye.
So it's just it's the same with, like, you know, if you cleaning up. How many times do you say, you know, I'm going to do some spring cleaning? You start in the bathroom, and you're in the bathroom for 10 minutes, and then you're in your bedroom 5 minutes later. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're moving and doing all this type of stuff.
All right, let's see what...
I agree with whoever that is right there.
If two people truly love one another, understanding and compromise should be easy. I agree, too. To date an athlete, I think you have to have really thick skin. Very true.
Somebody asked about what we'd be doing if we weren't athletes.
If we weren't athletes, I said I would be in chiropractic school. If I wasn't running right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. I don't put expectations on when I compete. I focus on my race plan, and I let the end take care of itself. What made you want to read that book?
Actually, somebody bought this book for me. It was a gift.
Was the person throwing shade?
Somebody brought the book for me. It was a gift. You see how she trying to, like, come on.
Okay. Moving on. Someone wants to know what you're drinking, Eric.
I can't tell y'all, man. No, I'm drinking it's a Chinese cola.
I respectfully disagree. Compromise is not easy. It's hard work. If you love someone, you are willing to put the work in. That's very true. Compromise is not easy, and
the shade is real.
We have that relationship. He had an umbrella out not too long ago over me. I don't remember what he said, but he threw some shade.
I'm right-handed. I'm right-handed, and I jump off my right foot, which is unorthodox. Usually, if you're right-handed, you jump off
your left foot. Really?
Foot. It's usually the opposite. And I actually jump higher off my left leg. I'm just not coordinated on that side of my body as well.
So you jump higher off your left leg, but you jump off your right.
Yeah. My body coordination is a little better. I can ball. I don't play with balls personally. I prefer football over basketball.
Is college track practice easier than being a professional? I think, how do I say this? When I was in college, I didn't necessarily train hard because we had a lot of races. So I say that we raced into shape. I was running 3 or 4 races every week. As a professional, we don't have all of those races, so we have to make up for it in training. So training as a professional is harder than college.
You should acknowledge this.
I just wanted to tell you, you have been my inspiration as a runner, and you are what made me start track and field. Thank you, Farah. That means a lot.
I like football. I like football and basketball.
Half African. Why? I mean, I've been teased all my life for being light skinned. So, but I mean, I wasn't like literally mad. It was just funny.
Somebody said, did you go to USC?
Yes, I did go to USC.
Huh? Half African.
This thing, Velcro.
Ears itching like. I should be an Olympic diver.
Can you swim?
What? Fish. Michael Phelps.
Did you jump in the water when we were in Thailand?
Yes, I jumped in the water. I wasn't in the water for long. I watched too much Discovery Channel, National Geographic.
Oh my lord!
Oh my lord! Like that, you know what I'm saying?
What is your favorite event in track and field? Well, mine's of course is gonna be the 4.
My favorite event is the hurdles.
Really? Why? The long or short?
I like the short hurdles. I like the long hurdles, and I like the long triple jump. But high jump is like in my top 5, but it's not one of my favorites. It's very mentally stressful.
Well, I mean, I guess what we do is mentally stressful. Y'all have good chemistry. I'm not following that up. I prefer the 200. I used to say I prefer. I used to say I preferred the 200, but I've grown to love the 400. I look like I ball. I'm horrible at balling. Did I tease Tiana? Absolutely no. Like, she kept it 100. Like, literally her feet were moving too fast and she just lost her balance. And I knew when she said it, I knew exactly what she was saying, because I've been sometimes when I do speed work, it can feel like when you're running that fast, you literally feel like you're about to fall. Or if you're doing assisted runs, man, your legs get to turning and you feel like you're gonna fall. So when she said it, I was like, yeah, I get it, girl. To me, the 400 is long enough to experience a race and short enough to see speed. How often do you work out? I work out 5 days a week. Dumb questions. What's the hardest race to do?
I would say the hardest race would be, I've never done it, but I think the 8.
The 8?
That's rough. It's short and fast.
If they tell me if they tell me I gotta run the 8, I'm retiring.
If you both were not competing professionally, what do you think you're doing? I have a degree in business, so I would want to do some corporate entrepreneurship. I don't necessarily want to own a business, but I would like to have the freedom to operate inside of a business as an entrepreneur and do whatever it is that I see fit to advance the position of the business. Basically, I just want the green light to just do whatever I want.
Do whatever you want to do.
You know?
I mentioned earlier that I would like to be a chiropractor, so I may go back to school to do that. I also want to dibble and dabble in fashion.
She's an 800-meter runner. It's not fun. I went to Kansas State University, man.
The middle of nowhere.
Yo, chill.
I think Kansas is worse than South Carolina.
I'm not going to speak on that. I'm actually also a collegiate coach, assistant at Kansas State University. You know? Your brother's 6'5" and 220. I'm 6'4.5", and I weigh 198 pounds on a good day. And
soaking wet.
203 pounds on a bad day.
I'll watch the playoffs, but I don't watch the regular season basketball. How can we make our USA relays teams better? Should they live in the same city during the season? That's hard, because I don't even know where to begin with that one, because everyone has like their own coach. I don't believe every coach works for every athlete, so it's a hard one to say everyone should live in the same city. What works for English Gardner may not work for Jenna Prandini. So that's a hard one. I think we do need to have more, I would say, mandatory meets where like the world relays and the pin relays, all of those meets are optional. The only time that it's mandatory for relays to get together is right before the World Championships, where they'll go to like London, or Monaco is one of the places where they do relay camps too, right? So, yeah, I think that would be a solution.
I've had the same coach for 8 years. Am I supposed to repeat the question?
I think they can see the questions, so.
I'm 26 years old.
I'm 30. Was it always your dream to go pro when younger? Yeah. I knew I wanted to go to the Olympics when I was about 10 years old. But I don't know that I was fully aware that I could like make a living from this that soon. You know, like I knew I hope, does that make sense? Like I knew I wanted to go to the Olympics, but being pro wasn't really a thing. So it wasn't as much of a thing as it is now, where like you see people going pro out of high school and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Yes, boo, I'm 30, about to be 31.
Do you have a strength coach? My coach actually writes my lifting as well. He actually writes my lifting and my training. Damn, I am big, boy. What else?
USA men's hasn't won 4x1 since 2000. Well, I wish the relay. What? Go down. Go up. I wish the relay teams would continue the race even if they drop the baton. Heck, y'all can just slap hands. Did you expect to get a medal in the Olympics? Of course I did. No one goes into... Did you expect to get a medal? No, let me tell you something. If you go into a race not expecting to win or not going after the win, you don't belong on the track. End of story. Like, everyone goes in the race with the intention of winning. So, yeah, it was hard. How do you maintain your weight and you're always running?
Cause she always eat. Oh, my bad.
You're a hater. Yeah. Mic drop? Oh. I thought she was saying that the audio went out, but do you feel disappointed when you don't win a medal? Of course I do. Of course I was, especially in Rio, like I was so close, 4th place. Like when I first looked up at the board, I thought it said 5th. No, not that I thought it's... When I crossed the line, I thought I was in 5th. When I looked up at the board and saw 4 next to my name, it was like someone punched me in the gut. Like, right there. It hurt. It hurt. But, you know, such is life.
Missing some stuff. Do you feel
No, that was it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Erik, what age did you realize you were going to be a professional high jumper? I guess I realized I was going to be a professional high jumper at 21 after I took silver in the Olympics. I thought, okay, I guess I can do this, and I'm going to be doing this. That's the AT&T text message right there. Let me know.
Yeah, y'all should know that I love y'all. I'm doing this live stream on my phone data. Do you have normal people nerves before every race? Yes. I've said this time and time again. The feeling of nerves never goes away. You just learn how to manage it, and you learn how to turn it into something positive for your event, i.e. turn it into fuel, turn it into the thing that gets you through. But and I feel like if you're not nervous, when I'm not nervous, that's when I know I'm going to go out and not run good, because there has to be the right balance of just the right amount of nerves and adrenaline. Like,
I don't get nervous.
You don't?
I get anxious, but I don't get nervous. It's different in the jumps because you have to maintain a certain
you're out there
level
for a
of
long
arousal
time
the whole
there.
time,
Yeah.
So you can't allow yourself to possess that. Nervousness.
I think I can run from any leg.
Watching this all the way from the Philippines. Oh yeah, Philippines. What up?
I didn't go any... This is a question that, why did I go so hard? I didn't go any harder than I normally do. And furthermore, people feel like when I take out, it doesn't feel like I'm going as fast as you think. I trained to go out like that. What do you feel about doping? You still have to put the work in. Why is other...
Yo, you blowing it right now.
Why is other medication and equipment legal but not steroids? So I kind of talked about doping on my last tea time. And I'm going to start off with what I said last time, that I don't really like to talk about doping, only because I feel like it's the thing that Erik and I will have a conversation about it. We had a conversation. Matter of fact, we had a conversation about it last night at dinner, right? But see, we getting sidetracked with the questions. But I feel like to be talking about doping on media, I feel like track and field gets enough negative attention as it is. I don't want to speak death into my sport.
Send me a comment. Sorry.
I would much rather speak positive and speak life into track and field versus sitting on the internet and talking about this one's doping, this one's, like.
If you think that it only exists in this sport and no other sport, then you're a fool. And I didn't have a long jump coach with me. I'm not a long jumper. How would you feel about competing in the high jump championship? If there was seating to accommodate fans to be closer, like say beach volleyball, I think that would be excellent, right?
So something like a high jump specific meet, like.
I mean, those happen, but they never really have people that close.
But like I've seen them do like the pole vault meets like in the mall, and they get good turnouts for that.
I looked at a grocery store one time.
Yeah. What was that, at Drake Relays?
Yeah, I think that would be great. Excuse me.
Yeah. The fans, like, even when we do the street races, the fans are like right up on you. And they like that interaction. So yeah, that is, I think those events are pretty dope. How often okay. Yeah, what is the hardest thing to adjust?
What is the hardest thing to adjust to while jumping when you miss?
How do you mentally come back?
Oh man, it's like a cartoon. Have you guys seen? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. It's like it's like I'm kind of old. I'm not too old. You ever seen Tom and Jerry? We got like the little angel and the little devil. You just have to kind of fight that negativity that kind of begins to brew in your mind mentally. You can't allow yourself to have, possess a spirit of fear and just still, you get 3 chances for a reason because nobody's perfect. People make mistakes in high jump, so you have 2 more chances to get right. Don't panic.
Don't panic. I saw a question, was Rio my first Olympics? No, it was not. Beijing was my first Olympics in 2008. High jump, more power or technique?
It's both power and technique, but people do it differently. Not everybody has the same build, body type. Not everybody have the same, attributes as far as what they do well in the event. Time to go night-night, right? I'm yawning.
Yeah, it is. It is late over here, guys. Oops. Ooh. And my jet lag is setting in today. But we're gonna take a couple more questions. What if people are new to the sport?
Why you delete the question?
Oh, I didn't mean to, Aisha. I'm sorry.
Am I gonna retire after Tokyo? How old will I be? No, I'll only be 29. I would like to go until LA. Because I'd like to retire at the Olympics in America.
That would be dope to retire at home. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. But I'll be too old. I'll be 34 by the next Olympics, so.
Yeah, you can be an old hack, brother. You know what I mean?
I need to go make some babies. Okay. Dang, and Aisha, I started to read your question and it was a good question. So Aisha, if you can send that question back in, I promise we'll answer it. Do you think you can PR this season? I think so. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years, I hope to be moving on from track and happy with how my career has been. I've had a very long career, guys, and I've been blessed. But I would like to start a family. I say all that like I have a man. Like, hopefully my husband finds me before I retire. So that, I can start a family. Family is like very high on my list of what I want to do post-track. And then, like I said, I would love to start some businesses. I would love to have something in fashion. Maybe go back to school and be a chiropractor. Yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm sorry I laughed like that, but what? That was funny.
What was funny?
That question up there.
Which one?
Where'd it go? I think they moved it to. No. 38 isn't too old for a relay team. That was funny.
They call me the relay queen. Oh, wait, hold on.
He said he got to go to Tokyo to have my phone.
Yeah, Reezy is Tyson. Do you call Tyson Reezy? I call Tyson Reezy.
I'm not calling no grown man Reezy.
I know Reezy, he wants to go to Tokyo for a lot of reasons. It's crazy to think Tyson has had an amazing career, but the one medal that has eluded him is the Olympic medal. Because, as someone pointed out earlier, we haven't won the 4x1 relay since 2000, and he hasn't won an individual medal either. So I think that's why he's gung-ho about going to Tokyo, and I think he can do it. Would you work out when you're pregnant? Absolutely. Have I met Usain Bolt? Yes, I have. She said that's not shade about the relay team.
No, that was just funny. I just created an Olympics in the high jump. Huh?
Mac Walker, we're not sure what your question means. Yes, I am single. I feel like you could be my younger sister. Random. Hey.
Is London your last world champs?
No. Where's the next one? No. If I plan on going to Tokyo, so I have two more world championships. Is it Eugene?
No, it's in Doha.
Doha, yeah. Ooh, and Doha's one of my favorite places. So.
Not in October.
Thank you, Michael. That is my my goal to spread love and show the world that track and field is a beautiful sport. The ladies have been holding the relay teams down. The fellas need to step their game up. I might start working on it. E is out, and since I'm in his room, I'm gonna have to close this out. Did you enjoy Beijing or Rio? Each experience was unique, and I enjoyed both of them. I can't compare the two, so I just won't do that. Thanks, you guys. Sorry for the mix-up with, the first live video and then this one. And it's Friday. I know most of you guys are, I literally dropped my friend for making me leave early in the Bahamas and I didn't get a picture. Y'all are funny. But thanks for tuning in. I will have my vlog up from this meet on Monday. I'm going to edit that on my way back from China on the flight. So hopefully by Monday that'll be up. And